Green Lego Cats 123, or more commonly known as Cowcow, is one of the bigger, more well-known names in the Roblox community, and especially when it comes to the YouTube side of things. I would say that this guy is probably most famously and infamously known for his strong trolling presence back maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I should hold my hands up and say that the same could also be said for me. Perhaps that wasn't what I was most known for, but I certainly still participated in that as well. I can't exactly speak for Cowcow, but I know in my own personal case, and you guys know because I have mentioned this before, but considering the past is the past and cannot be changed, the only thing I can do right now is look back and cringe at those particular videos of mine. But the most important thing to know is that we have changed a whole lot since those many years ago, but I brought that whole thing up simply because I feel like it was necessary to mention that Cowcow still continues to receive mass amounts of hate, and even I can see that he does not deserve any of this hate in the slightest. It's just really sad to see, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I will still often see random people on Twitter be like, guys, look at me, I'm Cowcow, oh my god, online datas are disgusting, haha. The hate has sadly carried over from the previous few years, but today we typically see Green Lego Cats make far more innocent videos on pretty much anything interesting that goes down on Roblox. I suppose that's enough of a backstory to serve as some kind of introduction to this video, plus I don't think I need to dive into too much detail given pretty much the majority of people have at least heard the name Cowcow. My dear friends, please make sure to leave a like on this video or you will become one of those old cringe-worthy trolling YouTubers. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because just about 50% of you watch my videos but do not subscribe, and that's a pretty big problem. About 5 days ago, Green Lego Cats uploaded a video titled Roblox Banned My Game, and the game in question here was called the Cowcow Museum, and it's unsurprisingly quite literally just about what you would expect when you see that title. His game was a whole museum dedicated to the persona that is and was Cowcow, and supposedly it was mainly dedicated to his previous main trolling account that got terminated from Roblox around 2 years ago now. From video footage posted by Cowcow himself, the museum game actually looks really well made and like it would be incredibly fun to go and take a look through if you were a fan of Green Lego Cats at any point. You know, it has scenes from his actual videos all throughout the game, and they are created by using character models and blocks of speech text bubbles. I would 100% be lying if I told you guys that this doesn't actually look really cool, and even more so if you have ever watched the content of this YouTuber. Let me show you an example. It's quite an interesting example, but still an example nonetheless. Cowcow over on the left asked this individual what are the 3 genders, and the evidently intelligent response to this was boy, girl, gay, and that was obviously a screenshot from an old trolling video of some kind, and here is that very scene recreated inside of the now deleted Cowcow Museum. Now, this game being placed under review and temporarily banned was entirely the fault of this exact speech bubble, the whole boy, girl, gay thing, and that was 100% proven that this was exactly the reason for the ban. The account used to create the game received a warning basically just telling him that the account received this moderation because of inappropriate assets within the game, and that his Roblox messages will contain a further detailed explanation. The message came straight from Roblox themselves and in summary just told him that the game had been taken down and will require some changes to be made before Roblox can approve it to be reopened. Your game has been suspended for the following reason: inappropriate chat bubble boy, girl, gay found floating above the model. It's actually kind of rare, but most certainly not opposed to be seeing Roblox send a very detailed and specific moderation note like what Cowcow received. Like, they didn't just say, hey bro, we took your game down for inappropriate content, please change it and we will reopen it, and then proceed to leave you guessing on what exactly your game got banned for. So whilst I do commend the efforts of this moderator for being so specific when it comes to the reason for the game being placed under review, but at the same time, I need to put this out there. I have absolutely no idea what is wrong with boy, girl, gay and why that warrants the game being completely removed from the website. Perhaps it's the discussion of 3 genders and that typically being seen as controversial, but even with that theory being out there, it doesn't make sense because whoever took this action specified that the reason was the boy, girl, gay speech bubble. Cowcow compares this to the recent 7-day ban that Who to Trust received, supposedly for a mass report on his UGC item named Gay Juice, and it's quite an interesting thing to see someone linking the 2 incidents together, but it honestly doesn't seem like that much of a stretch. It's just interesting that a moderator would see someone put the word gay in their game and ban the game for discrimination, and the same for someone putting the word gay in the name of their UGC accessory. Literally neither of those things even come close to being discrimination, since they just say the word and nothing more than that. But anyway, when it comes down to it, cowcow still received this moderation, and if the dude wants his game to be reopened once again, he has to change whatever this Roblox moderator had a problem with. And apparently he did exactly that. He reactivated his account from the warning, and he has currently applied the necessary and requested changes with the hopes of getting his game unbanned and in a playable state yet again. But here is where things kinda took a turn for the worse. The whole thing went completely south for absolutely no reason, because Roblox turned that simple little warning into a whole termination. After cowcow changed or removed the supposed inappropriate content within his game, Roblox decided to just straight up delete his account. I'm not entirely sure because I don't think it was explicitly mentioned, but I believe the changes made to the game were boy, girl, gay was edited so that the letter A in the word gay was removed, which isn't technically changing what the moderator saw a problem with. That's literally just the same sentence with a letter removed from it, like when edgy Roblox kids try to bypass the filter by skipping out letters in certain words. But even so, this absolutely does not warrant something as severe as an account termination. Like, if it was that big of a deal to Roblox, they certainly could have just kept the game down until they were satisfied with the changes. I'm really struggling to understand what they could have possibly terminated his account for. But yesterday we saw cowcow tweet, "I have received an additional reason for my termination," with a screenshot of an email response, and they basically just told him that the account got banned for creating a game that included content harassing other players. Now, this still doesn't seem to make much sense because they clearly saw the game previously and they saw no problems with it whatsoever, other than the obvious one that they privately pointed out to cowcow through his Roblox messages. But he seems to think that this could have had something to do with the actual real usernames displayed above some of the models, which I could completely understand how Roblox would have a problem with that. But here's the thing, he claims to have never been warned about that aspect of the game, and not once was he told to remove the usernames above the character models. He claims that had he been told to do so, he would have definitely removed those names, but that never happened, and the account deletion is the first route that they went with to resolve this particular issue. His Twitter thread ended with a final response email from the Roblox appeals guy, pretty much just saying that the account will remain deleted and there's nothing more to discuss. And I don't know what you guys think of this, but in my opinion, nothing about it really makes that much sense. Roblox told cowcow that his game contained boy, girl, gay, and they wanted that to be changed before the game could come out of review and be reopened. Cowcow kinda changed that part of the game, appealed the ban of the game, and that appeal was met with a full account termination. This isn't even my account or my game, and not even I can begin to understand anything about this. I mean, hopefully it can get resolved, because I really don't think account deleted is a justifiable moderative action to be giving out in this situation, but I really don't know how likely that is, considering it has already been a few days since this first happened. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about Roblox banning green Lego cats for apparently having the word gay in his game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.